So since the Green Party of the United States was founded, it's run a presidential campaign every presidential cycle. Starting with Nader and running through to 2020 so far with Howie Hawkins and Angela Walker ticket. There's a history of running these candidates that was really useful in getting things like the Green New Deal out to the public. Again, the Green New Deal was founded in the party, promoted by folks running in the Green Party platform, including our presidential candidates, Jill Stein and Howie Hawkins. And that got a lot of attention, a lot of people thinking about the Green New Deal that probably wouldn't have happened otherwise. So that's the presidential level, and a lot of folks will criticize the Green Party saying, oh, you only do presidential candidates. But that's not actually true. The Green Party has run local candidates ever since it was originally founded, going back to the 1990s, even before the Green Party of the United States as we know it today. So when you follow that track record, there's been many, many people that have run for every level of office, but a lot focused on local offices. And there's been over 1,300 of those folks who have run for local office have actually been elected and served in some office as a Green Party member. So this could be like a city council or a school board. In some places, they have elected officials that serve like in the water conservation district or things like that. So you'll find Green Party members have been elected to those positions and have done really good work in those positions. So it's mostly local offices, although there were a few state candidates that also won their elections as Green Party members. Although, unfortunately, I don't think any of them are currently in office right now. I think the ones that were have retired from office. But, with more organizing work, we'll get more Greens back into state office. Right now, there's a little over 100 Greens that are currently in office. Again, mostly at the local levels. So, national media in particular isn't going to cover who wins, a school board office or something like that. You're generally not going to see that in the media, but that doesn't mean the Green Party is not doing anything or not running candidates or whatever. We have local candidates that run every cycle, and our statistics show when they run, they very often win, actually. So it's important to support more Greens running for local office in order to boost that number. And of course, the more trust that we build with voters and all from local offices, the more that we can run successful campaigns for higher level office. Part of this is also ballot access work. So the Green Party has worked on ballot access, which is basically the set of laws on how you get a candidate on the ballot so that people can actually vote for them. You have to do that on a state-by-state basis, so it gets very complicated. But the Green Party has been doing it for years, and so has a number of people that know all the rules and know what's going on. So we got up to 47 states in 2016, although that number dropped off a little bit in 2020 because there were a number of complications that year. COVID obviously impacted a lot of the ability to find volunteers and to go out and to do things like collect signatures from voters on a petition, which is what's required in many states. So that significantly affected our ability to do that when there were, shutdowns and people were understandably leery about approaching crowds and things, right? But also we saw a bunch of lawsuits from the Democratic Party in a number of states that attacked Green Party ballot access. So, we'll get more on that in a moment, but that lowered the number, but, it doesn't mean that we can't bring that number back up this year and in 2024. More folks volunteering and signing up and donating will help bring that number back up to, as close as possible to the 50 states plus DC that we need to be everywhere.